Hello children, today we are going to discuss about computer memory and its types. What is memory? First we need to learn a definition for memory. Memory is just like a human brain that stores data and instructions to accessed by processor as well as the results of processing. Memory is divided into large number of small parts called cells. Each cell or location has a unique address. Computer memory is two basic types: primary memory or main memory. This primary memory again classified into two types of memories, that is random access memory and read-only memory. And the next one, secondary memory. So first is primary memory or main memory. In that primary memory again classified into RAM and ROM. Secondary memory is again classified into hard drive and compact disk. Hard disk and compact disk. These two types of memories are called secondary memory. So here you can see the clear picture. Primary memory is also known as the main memory, that is inside the processor, inside the CPU. That is divided into two parts: random access memory and read-only memory, RAM and ROM. Secondary memory is outside the CPU. It is called hard disk and compact disk. Examples of secondary memories are hard disk and compact disk. This always you can see outside the CPU. Which memory is inside the CPU? That is primary memory and or main memory. That is again classified into random access memory and read-only memory. Then random access memory, RAM, is a volatile memory, and read-only memory, ROM, is a non-volatile memory. So now let's see in detail what is volatile memory and what is non-volatile memory, because RAM and ROM is a classification of primary memory and main memory, but these two memories, random access memory is a volatile memory and read-only memory is a non-volatile memory. So now let's see what is volatile memory and non-volatile memory. What is volatile memory and non-volatile memory? Volatile memory. What is the word meaning of volatile? Any type of memory that requires some power to store the binary information is known as volatile memory. All informations are lost when the power is removed. That means RAM is a volatile memory. So RAM have the ability to store the data only when the power is on. Immediately if you off the power without saving, it will lost all your information. Whatever the information is there in the random access memory, all information will lost. That type of memories are known as volatile memory. So definitely we can think what is non-volatile memory. The content of the memory is not lost even when the power is removed from the memory. These type of memories is called as non-volatile memory. What are the examples of non-volatile memory? DVD, pen drive, CD. These all type of memories are known as non-volatile memory. Hope you understood what is the difference between volatile memory and non-volatile memory. So RAM is a volatile memory, ROM is a non-volatile memory. Non-volatile memory means the content of the memory will be safe if the power lost from that memory. And volatile memory is the memory, it requires some power to store the binary information, to store the data, it requires some power. All information are lost when the power is removed. So hope it's clear for you what is the difference between random access memory and read-only memory. So from this picture again we can make out RAM and ROM again classified into different types of memory. RAM is classified into two types of memory, SRAM and DRAM, static RAM and dynamic RAM. ROM is again classified into, read-only memory is again classified into PROM, EPROM, EEPROM, programmable read-only memory, erasable programmable read-only memory, electrically erasable programmable read-only memory. Now let's learn about RAM in detail. RAM stands for random access memory. RAM is internal memory of CPU for storing data, program and results of program. RAM is a read or write memory. It means CPU can read data from RAM and write data to RAM. That means RAM is a read or write memory. It is used to store data and instructions while it is being executed. RAM is also called primary memory or main memory. Data in the RAM can be accessed randomly. Access time of RAM is independent of the address. That is, each storage location inside the memory is as easy to reach as other locations and takes some amount of time. RAM is volatile memory. It means that its content are lost when the power is turned off. It is small and expensive memory as compared to read-only memory. Most desktop computers typically have 4 to 8 GB RAM size. These are the details about random access memory. So random access memory is called primary memory or main memory. It is a read or write memory. It is a volatile memory and it is small and expensive memory compared to other memories like ROM. And access time of the RAM is independent of the particular address. These are the main points related to random access memory. Then what are the two different classifications of random access memory? Dynamic RAM and static RAM. So what is DRAM? DRAM stands for dynamic random access memory. DRAM recharged or refreshed again and again to maintain its content or data. Processor cannot access the data or content of the dynamic RAM when it is being refreshed. That's why this is very slow type of memory and it is least expensive kind of random access memory. Next is SRAM. SRAM stands for static random access memory. The word static means it does not need to refresh or recharging as dynamic RAM. Memory retains its content as long as power is being supplied due to its volatile nature. CPU does not need to wait to access data from SRAM during processing. That's why it's faster than dynamic RAM. SRAM normally used to build a very fast memory known as cache memory. About cache memory, we already completed one video. Those who did not watch about cache memory. So static RAM is normally used to build a very fast memory known as cache memory. Static RAM is more expensive compared to. I hope you all understood types of memory and what is random access memory, read-only memory, and classification of random access memory as static RAM and dynamic RAM. In our next video, we will continue how the read-only memory will work and what are the different types of classifications of read-only memory.